Hey, what's up y'all? Talentscowt coming at you with another video. I'm your host, Terrance Godfrey, and today I'm giving my 1 year review of tech. I've been working in tech for about a year now, a little over, started in March 2019. And I want to talk about it. Spoiler alert, it's been a little rough and wild. Awesome, but tough. As of March 2020, I had been employed at 4 different locations. Let's talk about it. So like many great stories, which this really isn't one of, they start at the beginning. So I'm going to try to follow the format. And the beginning of this story would be April 2018, 1 month before I graduated from CSU, Monterey Bay, home of the Otters, with a bachelor's degree in business administration, concentration in entrepreneurship. So during April, graduation's coming up, I had some interviews set up in LA because I had decided Los Angeles is where I was going to take my talents after I graduated and was a new man with a degree, educated and all that jazz. So set up some interviews, had them all within a couple day window just so I could go down, get an Airbnb, drive around LA, going from interview to interview. Some of them went well, others didn't, you know how interviews go. I was able to get only 2 job offers. One was at this crypto place that was as like some kind of crypto analyst. So talked about it in another video. I'm pretty deep into the crypto world. I started investing in Bitcoin back in 2011. So like I'm deep in the game or whatever. So I thought it'd be really, really cool if I had an opportunity to go work in crypto. But keep in mind, this is 2018. The 2017 hype had just died down. I saw Bitcoin drop from 20K down to around 3-ish, and I was just thinking, like, I don't know how long crypto is going to be around. Now, did I keep it? Yes, but is it reliable enough to get my checks and, just survive? So, didn't take that. Other job offer I got was at a pretty well-known Santa Monica-based tech company as a software engineer, surprisingly. Now, I didn't take that job offer for a couple of reasons. One, I can't actually do the work. Like, I genuinely don't think I could have done it in an enjoyable way. Like I probably could have figured it out, but okay. So realistically, didn't really consider software engineering as a career. But at the time I was really deep into watching Tech Lead, Jarvis, Joma Tech, and talking about coding interviews. So I kind of did the whole thing of go do a bunch of leak code questions, learn about your data structures and algorithms and your loop fun stuff. And somehow learned enough stuff. Well, I don't know if learn is the right word. I was able to retain enough knowledge to regurgitate during an interview setting and some whiteboarding questions. Now, ask me to do it today. I probably can't. One reason I didn't take that job. I mean, in hindsight, I don't know if it was a good idea or a bad idea. They were offering some pretty good money. Like, I think it was 120 base and like a 25K sign-on, plus some of those good old stocks. But I don't really like coding, and things happen. So I ended up not taking a job down in Los Angeles. Next month happens, I graduate, super, super excited, also freaking out because I was like, wait, I don't have a job for after I graduate. So I had no idea what I was going to do next with my life. I was like, well, dang, I don't know what to do. So I ended up having to go move back home outside of the Stockton area, went with my family, and in my head, I swore, I even told my mom, I was like, yo, don't even make me food for dinner. I want to be gone in 6 weeks. I'm going to make this work. But, I was wrong. That definitely did not happen, like, even a little bit. So, back home. Started applying for jobs again. In my head, I was like, well, I was able to get an offer for a software engineering down in LA. I should be able to do the same thing in, the San Francisco area. It's like, okay, there's more tech there, more opportunities. That means I should be able to do the thing, right? No. More opportunities, yes. More companies, yes. Competition, so much higher. I couldn't even stand a chance. I was not even called for a single phone interview for any company I applied in the vast Bay Area. So, that didn't happen. So then I started having to think. I'm like, okay, what do I know? What can I do? Like, I want a job. And I really, really just want to be able to do my own thing. I want to just get into the tech industry. Well, one, I want to be in the tech industry. It's like, I love technology. I love being around really smart people. And I just love knowing about stuff before other people know about it. It's just like that nosiness in me. Just know it. I'm like, I just want to hoard that information and just have it, you know? Something about it is just chef's kiss. I love just knowing all the things. And that's really not a good reason, but that's the reason I have. So I started looking at myself. I was like, okay, I got a business degree. Neat. Well, I just worked at Best Buy for the last 3 years and some change. And, fun fact, during 2017, I was recognized at the yearly conference down in San Diego. Well, San Diego that year. It's not always in San Diego. But top 1% of sellers at Best Buy, like the whole company. So I guess I can sell stuff. Now that story, yeah, it wasn't even my intention, because when I first got to Best Buy, I was pretty trash. Like when I was in the mobile phone department, I was just awful. I would always make mistakes. I just wasn't very good at it. My manager, he was a cool dude. He let me transfer out into a different apartment that I did a lot better in. So like in the smart home / cameras / drones, those are things I actually care about. And oh my God, I spent so much money while I was there. But yeah, since I was really excited being around those products all day and having that sweet Best Buy discount, like, bro, I'm telling you, this discount's great. Like, this TV that you can't see in frame, it was new at the time. Sony 900E 65-inch. This was like a $900 TV for me. Even though at the time it sold for like $3,000. Like, the discount, I really miss paying employee prices. These whole normie prices for tech, I just can't get it. I can't do it. But back to it. So yeah, I bought the stuff, which made me excited because I liked the stuff, which made it really easy for me to sell the stuff. So I was like, oh, if I actually care about a thing, I can sell the thing. I'm like, okay, all I got to do is be excited and I'm going to do really, really good. And that's neat. So I started applying for sales roles. With the typical sales career, talked about in another video, typically start off sales development representative, then you go to an account executive, some kind of manager, director, VP, you know. So I was like, okay, let's start at the bottom, SDR, sales development representative. I started applying and applying and applying. And man, oh man, they did not mess with me. So if I add up all the applications from like the software engineering stuff and like the sales stuff, I applied for over 789 jobs on LinkedIn alone. That's not including the jobs I applied for on Indeed, on Glassdoor, on WAAAY, and I think some on Monster, yeah, and ZipRecruiter. Oh my God, I applied for a lot of things. Yes, if I actually put all the things together, probably over 1,000 jobs before I found my first company. Now, it wasn't like 1,000 companies just said no, but it might as well have been. Like, I only interviewed with, I don't know, maybe 150 total. And I mean interviewed as in I even got a phone screen. Like, I didn't get an offer from 150. I got a screen from 150. Like, they were not messing with me. That's one downside of having a non-name brand school on your resume. I went to, Cal State Monterey Bay, home of the Otters. That was the one time ever I regretted not going to a bigger name school. But, I saved money. So, yeah. But, eventually I got some job offers with the process. Oh, keep in mind, this is like a long process. I ended up being back at home for like 10 months. Like, I did not get my first role until March. Well, I was offered it in February, didn't accept it. Well, I was offered it in February, accepted it, didn't start till March. So, yeah. During that process, interviewed with a bunch of people, got an offer from a few. I actually had my eyes set on a different company than my first one that I actually accepted because I'm really into like finance, and it was a fintech company, financial tech. It was pretty much like a Bloomberg competitor, and I was like, this is actually really, really dope. I like money. I've been trading. I used to do trading almost full time for a while. Made some pretty good money. Anyway, back to it. So yeah, I traded for a while and I was like, okay, fintech, research. Like, ooh, I'll be in the space. I'll actually get to learn for like my own trades as well while also helping other people. That's dope. But the company I ended up going with, which was actually for a lesser pay too, and the reason why is because I just vibed to the people I was interviewing with. every single person I interviewed with, I just connected with. I'm like, whoa, I really mess with all of y'all. Like, they're all super intelligent individuals and super laid back. I'm just like, this, I can get behind this. So ended up going with this company. It was a developer tool. So pretty much you take a piece of code, you put that piece of code inside of your project. If an error occurs, which it will, because no one's going to code something perfectly, it'll let you know where the error occurred, how many users it affected, and also what commit of code is most likely to have caused that error, and assign it to the appropriate team. I enjoyed my time there. Met a lot of awesome people, made some great friends. That's actually how I started building, I guess, like my first Black in tech community, because we had like this bi-weekly lunch. We were just, the Black people of the company would just go out. It was part of like a diversity and inclusion. So we were able to get our food paid for. We would go out, get some food, just talk, and vibes. Just so many vibes. Still pretty cool with all of them. It was awesome. We actually went to Afrotech last year. You know, it was connected, good stuff. Eventually things got weird at this company though, because one of my, actually I'm not going to go into complete details. I made an entire 45-minute video, which I'm going to add to the card above and the first link in the description. Yeah, if you want to know what happened, why I left, I actually did an interview with one of my friends that I met while working there. Actually works directly with each other. He partially trained me. Check it out. It's long, but there's some good content and a little backstory. That video definitely caused some drama. I'm not going to say what it was exactly, but illegal. So that's why I'm not going to go too deep into it. So yeah. Ended up like, okay, things are weird. Time for me to skedaddle. So I started looking for other jobs, applied for other SDR positions, got a few offers, but then I was like, but what if? I want to just be an AE right now. So I tried. I applied at 2 places. One for just a normal account executive. It was SMB. And then one for an enterprise account executive. And somehow I actually got the job for the enterprise account executive, because typically, and also checking LinkedIn to verify, most people don't get to an enterprise role until they have at least 5 years of experience, which I did not, because by the time I was looking, I had only had about 5 months. Yeah, I got the job, and I was like, yo. So massive pay increase, because the role I had accepted prior, my on-target earnings was $85,000, while here, this new place, my on-target earnings was $150K. But the way that sales works is if you can figure out how to talk to your different personas and really resonate and know what they care about, you can definitely make a lot more than that number. You can also make a lot less, but you can definitely make a lot more. And I was under the thought process of, ooh, I'm gonna make more. Because at my other place, the first company, I was supposed to make $85,000 for the year, but in the little 6 months that I was there, I made like $55,000 according to tax return. And I was like, wait a second. So I was actually on pace for $110,000. I'm like, well, I can probably easily push that 150, like 180 or 200. And yeah, that's all I saw. All I saw was signs. All I saw was dollar signs, to quote Rihanna. Took that job, and my goodness, within 1 month, I hated it. Okay. So it was cool to first start because we had our training. We did like a little trip out to Utah. They actually bought my flight before my first day. Like, I got the trip actions notification. It's like, oh, you have had a flight booked to Utah. Sorry about that Slack notification. You know how it is. We always be selling. But back to it. So yeah. Cool trip, cool training, met a lot of the Utah team as well. Enterprise account executive, I felt like I was the man. I'm like, oh, I'm some kind of prodigy. I just did it. Dude, no, I'm not. No, I wasn't. If things seem too good to be true, they are. Cliche, it's real though. Within the month, I wanted to leave because, oh my gosh, the kind of culture that they had was, y'all ever watch Wolf on Wall Street, but like without all of like the cool stuff? I guess the vices, depending on what side of the spectrum you're on. Yeah, so it was pretty much all the stress, but none of the extra stuff. I'm like, dang, this sucks. And yeah, going for it. Didn't like how they did business. Very prototypical used carsman salesy. That's not really my vibe. Positive note though, I learned how to cold call, so that's been helpful. Like I can not be afraid to just call random people on the phone, so got that down. But yeah, hated it there. I have other reasons to dislike it. I'm not going to go too far in depth. If you want to just check out the Glassdoor reviews, all I can say is they're real. I'm not going to say any names of companies, but I mean, my name is Terrance Godfrey. I'm not that hard to look up on anyway. You could find it if you want to know who I'm talking about. And then, yeah, I only lasted there for 4 months because once January hit and they were ready to move to a new office, we were going to be working from home for 1 week. I had just decided, like one day I was like, I don't think I'm ever coming back. And I just told my manager, I'm not coming back, turned in my laptop, got my little final check that day and moved on. And apparently it was the right time because they started doing layoffs the following week. Like literally right after I probably was on the chopping block because some of the things that I'm not at liberty to say, I picked up on early and I left because of them. I mean, I talked about them and man, that definitely put a target on my back. So I was probably getting ready to be fired anyway. So I just took my destiny in my own hands and I walked out head high because I got to tell them. That doesn't really matter, but it mattered to me at the moment for some reason. And the thing about the tech industry and sales, once you have some experience, and I literally mean some, like any, like going back a little bit, it was so hard for me to get a job before, like getting this an SDR role. No one would even respond to like my application. The second I put something on my LinkedIn, recruiters hit me up every single day. Tech is a fickle industry, bro. Like literally it's so hard to get in, but the second you're in, you can go to somewhere else without any hesitation. It's like, hey, someone else thinks you're good enough? All right, you can come here. It's like, dang, y'all don't love me. Like y'all just like me because someone else liked me. But anyway, when I left, I wasn't too worried because I saw that in my last experience. Once I started applying, when I was ready to leave my first company, it was really easy to get this role. So I applied for another company, which I am right now. So far, I love it. Like, I really, really love it. The tool is super cool. I'm not going to say what the tool is because I'm not saying company names, but what I will say is we're in the product analytics space. We're the leader in the space. I get to talk to product managers every single day and data analysts, which is pretty awesome because that's what I want to do like long term in my career. And I mean, long term, I want to have like my own real like large scale enterprise, but I'm not even thinking about that within the next 10 years. Like right now, I just want to be learning stuff, meeting people, learn how to like run and build products and iterate the whole agile thing. So yeah, so that was one big reason why I chose this company because the people I'm selling to are who I want to be. And what's also really, really cool is typically sales development representatives, they follow the typical path. It's like you go SDR, account executive. There's nothing wrong with that path. It's dope. But at this particular organization, it's super awesome because I was checking out on LinkedIn other people that had been in my position. I'm like, whoa, these people have not only gone to be AEs, they've also gone to be solutions consultants. That's another way to say sales engineer. So it's basically like the cornerstone right in between. There's also, the solution architects, pretty similar. Some people have also gone on to account management, which is the contract negotiation side. There's the account executives. There are people who have gone over to products. So I was like, whoa, this is awesome. Like just knowing that, okay, here I get to learn all the stuff about what I think I want to do. And if that's what I want to do, I have the opportunity to move over into that function at the same company. Because this company's culture is dope. Like all really interesting individuals, so just talking to people. Company culture matters. Yo, I'm excited to stress this. Please read the Glassdoor reviews. It matters a lot. You might tell yourself you don't care about company culture. Promise. The second you get into a toxic one, you're going to hate it. I'm going to I mentioned in that first video that I said I'd link in about why I left the first one, what happened, and then my last company, read the Glassdoor reviews. I'm telling you, we're not lying. When people put these reviews out, they're not lying. It's not a disgruntled employee that's just like, I'm mad because I was a poor performer. No. These are real people that are telling you what's really good. I'm in a good spot. Been here since March. What I am happy about is since I learned some cold calling skills from my last company, like that's kind of helping here. Now, I'm definitely having a rougher transition than I have at previous companies. I'm not just an automatic all-star. I'm not used to that. But I know I'm learning. I'm learning some stuff. And I don't know. I think things are going to be okay here. Like, I thoroughly enjoy where I'm at. They're a very understanding company. I had COVID. I forgot my parents watched these videos. Confirmed I had COVID, so I was out for a little while, and they were very understanding, didn't stress me about it, didn't have to worry and fear that I was going to lose my job because I was sick and not working, because it's really hard to get a job right now. Like, this economy, losing your job is pretty bad, because like I'm blessed that I'm still where I'm at, because I know a lot of people that are not in the same situation, even people from my last company that mass layoffs happen. Everyone that I got hired with, except for one, keep in mind, we were a class of 11. Only one of those 11 people total is still there. So honestly, I'm really hoping things work out for them too. Yeah, it's been a very interesting year one. Learned a lot of stuff, learned more and more about the sales industry. And I'm learning that I don't know many things at all. I'm learning I don't know much about tech, which is really, really cool to me, because like I love knowing that I don't know anything, because there's so many more things to learn, and like just the process of like leveling myself up. Fan just came on. Sorry, it's hot. But just knowing I can level myself up for years and years to come and still never be the master. That's exciting for some reason, because I don't feel like I have to be perfect to feel like I made my success, as long as I keep moving forward. I don't know, I think I made the right choice. I'm very happy. That's my 1 year review. Oh, one last thing. Okay. So some of the people that I met from my first company, like my Black in Tech community that I originally met, with them I got to have one of my most privileged moments of my entire life. So yeah, we went over to Lake Merritt, and listen to this. So, Dina, she's such a great person. She made so much food for us, but she basically made us brunch, but we had a picnic for them. So we took brunch over to the lake while we sat around complaining about our 6-figure jobs. Now, I felt weird doing that, but then at the same time, I was like, that's what my parents and grandparents fought for. So, all right, y'all. Peace.